What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. I think this is the season finale. My Hero Season 5, Episode 25. I'm pretty sure this is it. If there's one more episode, I'm sure Patreon members or you guys will let me know. Everybody will see this on Monday. I did watch the cold opening along with the intro, seeing Hawks feeling like he was too late. He's going to try to make a drastic move to get all this information to Endeavor and the others. So he did capture Best Genius and like hand him over, but Dobby made it seem like he uh killed Best Genius because Dobby was like, "Oh, you've done this. Like, once you've done this, you can't go back." Type thing. I'm almost positive Hawks didn't kill him. I know they showed us them hanging out. Like Best Genius was like in his little like hotel room or hideout, and it kind of maybe seemed like Hawks was put a bag over his head or capture him. I think they just made a clone, something like that. I don't really think he killed Best Genius and turned it over. And then we also saw Shigaraki getting kind of the upgrade with the doctor talking about it's going to take 4 months. You'll be able to harness all the power even one for all or all for one wasn't able to obtain, and then it looks like he got Shigaraki was dropped the info bomb on kind of one for all, what it entails, something that even all for one couldn't control or wasn't able to go his way. So we'll see. I had a lot of you tell me that you kind of hated, and I agreed, how they kind of did the Redestro and the Liberation. Now he's just going to be this like comedic gag that we don't take serious. The whole handling of the Liberation thing was just a mess. Like I don't take any of them serious or as a threat. Shigaraki's leading it, and then again, I don't even know how far. I know it's pretty much going to be essentially Shigaraki, going stride for stride parallel with Deku until they eventually meet. But I still don't know how much. Like I feel like Shigaraki's just the tool, but all for one and the doctor are still kind of semi calling the shots. Like, is any of this like even his plan? Like, what is it? Like, he says what he wants, but is that what he wants, or is he kind of been being steered in that direction? Because one for all, I mean, all for one is still around, and I don't know why you keep showing us him if he doesn't break out or have some kind of say or power play before this is all said and done. Um, we'll see. Last episode of the season. Let's go ahead and do it. We're pressing play right now. Let's see what we got. They just been training. Oh damn, I am. Sheesh. Okay. Dang. Okay. Oh, Yama was killing. What? Did she just reflect that? Nice. It's kind of dope to see. Oh, she coated herself completely in acid. Yeah, we haven't caught up with the kids in a while. His stomach is going crazy. I'm curious what the launching, because they typically always show us a launching off point for the next season. I'm curious what it's going to be here at the end. Gang Orca. Was he top 10? Number 12. Oh, he's gone down some. So it's a lot of teamwork we got going here. What happens when they're not teamed up? Nice. Like, this is all cool, but what happens when you get separated or chaos and things happen? You're not always going to be able to have. I mean, you would hope. Normal hero. 222. Good for you, Ida. There you go. Hoxa. Currently absent. Interesting. Be a My Hero. I forget that's the... She's kind of guiding her little glide there. Majestic? Who the hell is that? We haven't never seen him. They didn't even give us his level. Maybe he's not. Who knows? I want to see Todoroki increase his speed and his what's the word I'm looking for? Precision with the ice and the fire. Precise, not just spam. I hate what they done with All Might's character too. Oh, he's got it down. There you go. So now it makes a little bit more sense that like Deku's going to unlock these vestiges as Shigaraki is going to be having more experiments on him that's going to, I guess, give him more abilities. Because you got to be able to match. Like Shigaraki's got a great quirk, but as Deku keeps unlocking and unlocking and unlocking, it's like, okay, give Shigaraki something. So I guess the experiments will kind of counter out him unlocking all these other things as he gets more of the vestiges. Right? What do we need that tape for? So she can restrain? Yeah. Oh, pound it. Oh, we haven't caught up with these two since oh, area. Hmm. Area going crazy? Uh-oh. Aizawa, I need you to go ahead and put that off. Go ahead and put that thing to sleep. While you're at it, can you give Mirio his quirk back yet? Be greatly appreciated. Was he trying to remember back to all the... Yeah. All the previous holders' quirks. It's so wild how, like, All Might never needed all of this because he was, like, superhero. Also, he didn't reach this point, but he also didn't need it because, I mean, he was untouchable. Shut up, Bakugo. Mid-air maneuvers. Now their quirks became amazing because they had. Yeah. Hmm. They still haven't shown us his face just to keep up that, like, facade. Nope. Till it finally got strong enough. Float? What's that? Oh. Oh, okay. His master's quirk. Nice. Please get him out of the room. Remove that man. Get that man out of the room. We're trying to have a serious conversation. Security, get this man out of here. Hmm. Yeah, you need to get Bakugo on the knives. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely like how we're gonna wrap up this season for sure. Holy shit, we don't even have that much longer left. What, they have a little in-home Korean barbecue? I'm jealous. Ooh. There's gonna be another hero group coming in behind them, right? Or no? Should be. No, Dark Shadow, get back. I thought they said Class B was coming to hang out. God, I'd love to see All Might and Deku going like side by side in his prime. Midori, wake up. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so curious what All Might's purpose is in the story. Like, where's he gonna go? Like, is it gonna be even worse and he's gonna die as well, or like? Uh-oh, we got a message. That's the policeman. He's gonna meet with Stain. Oh shit, I need to see that. I'd love to hear them talk, because he said All Might's the only one ever worthy, so what does he think of him now that he's not? You know? Uh. Yep. That's all he could really much can do. It's like seeing like a legend in a sport or something just hanging around. Will just inspire people regardless. What's this music? It's getting a little. Like, I would have loved to have seen Prime, All Might, and Hawks interact. That would be a good interaction. And I hate the Liberation Army name that they came up with. Does he just use a regular hospital as his front, or is like the entire hospital like it's dark? Do they all know what that doctor does? X Day is what we're calling it. What? I mean, clearly there has to be a send off. I mean, I guess we really didn't need a recap because we knew what the entire kind of back half of the season was building up to, was this kind of like liberation thing. There has to be an after credit. I feel like there always is on the episode ends. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I was about to say, give me something. Oh shit, is that an All Might statue? The fuck is this kid? Just a kid? Like, getting inspired by All Might? Or is he the second coming? uh, who the hell is this, coconut tree looking dude? And who's that? To be continued in season 6. Oh, well, I guess that is about it. Yeah, I'm sure by the time this goes up tomorrow afternoon, you guys will let me know if that was the last episode or not. It seems like it is, especially with the after credit. Uh, the season, I mean, we've all gone back and forth about it, talked about it in circles, back and forth, compared it to the manga, this and that. I thought at its peak, the season was average at best, but most of the time kind of below average, kind of subpar. But the first, seasons have built up My Hero, that they have granted themselves that pass. Um, I will say though, the last 2 seasons have been the worst for me, but I think this one was the worst for sure. I thought last season had some better high points. Getting the Shigaraki backstory stuff was pretty cool. I felt like it was a really long, drawn out first part of the, not even first, but like over 60% of the season with the 1A, 1B stuff. That seems like forever ago, but I feel like that went on super long. Um, had some high points with, Gigantor running around and Shigaraki having to prove his worth. Seeing the doctor, getting some information from him, because that's the first interactions we've had with him besides like seeing his silhouette in some, whenever he would talk to One for All, or All for One, excuse me, we'd see his silhouette and, that type of stuff, but we never really got a looks at him or got to really hear him speak. I'm still curious if it's like like, is it like a Chancellor Palpatine, type situation, Dark Sith thing where Shigaraki is just the Darth Vader to All for One? He's just the puppet master pulling the strings. Shigaraki might think he's doing it for a reason, or thinks he's doing this, and yes, he had some past life traumas, but that's easy to kind of take advantage of, and, All for One knows, he doesn't have the physical body to keep up or can't do it, but he's just grooming Shigaraki to do his bidding, and when the time comes, he will supplant or come back into the picture, have a regenerated body, be able to take over his body. Because the doctor might be telling you one thing, but you have no idea what he's setting your body up for. If we're even going that route, I have no idea. But that's kind of the relationship I get, is like that Darth Vader, Palpatine type thing. Like, he thinks he's on par with or is working on his own, but it's secretly all going according to All for One's plan. And when that plan finally gets revealed and fleshed out, will Shigaraki be just kind of left in the cold? Will Shigaraki turn on him and kind of side with, to take him down? And he's not going to see. Is there any like? And then you start thinking of, well, is there any redemption for Shigaraki when this is all said and done? Can he be forgiven and redeemed and live a normal life, or is there no path for that at all? Interested to see what happens with Mirio's character, because I know they kind of spot show him here again, just like All Might. He's kind of used for comedic relief, and when Ares shows up, they'll show him up. Not just him being my favorite character, but just because, like I've said before, especially last season, I feel like Shigaraki and Deku have a lot of things that might get in their way, not even in a negative way, but it might get in their way as far as, like, it's supposed to be their story. They're the ones running this race side by side until they eventually collapse on each other. But like with Mirio being removed out of Deku's way, and Overhaul being removed out of the way, and now Redestro being removed out of the way, and I know they try to keep Bakugo like on pace with Deku and keep him side by side in the conversations that he has with All Might, but at the end of the day, he's going to surpass you, and probably surpass you by a lot. You already kind of see that with I mean, that's just what it is. It's the quirk. He's the main character. It's not, it's not Bakugo's story. It's not Todoroki's story. But I feel like we kind of saw that a little bit more prominently in this season, was kind of Todoroki kind of being slowly left off, but then coming back in because it was a way to connect with Endeavor. But I'm curious kind of where the kids are right now, because they used to always kind of like interchange which one of the three would be on top given who had what. The Deku's going to reach a point where like the two of them are going to be so not even in the atmosphere. We'll see when that point in time comes. Hawks is still deep undercover. He's going to relay that information to Endeavor, whoever is secretly under. I like the All Might having a meeting with Stain there. I'd love to actually see that. I wonder what Stain thinks now that All Might's in his current form. If he still thinks he's worthy, or the only one worth anything. Yeah, just a lot of kind of wait and sees. Deku's going to unlock more vestiges. We got a name drop of All Might's master's quirk that he's going to try to... I don't know how they can pinpoint like which one to go after next, but maybe All Might is planning to give all the information he has about that one, not as far as like, okay, we're going to unlock this one and work on it. We'll see though. Again, wasn't the best season in my opinion. Again, it had its moments, like every season of some kind is going to have its high points and its low points, but I feel like it was just more kind of a real trudge through the mud this season. And then seeing, because sometimes we might all have different opinions from one another, but seeing kind of the reception it got on Twitter and other reactions channels, and from you like heavy manga readers and supporters, seeing you guys come back every video and saying, this was done differently, this is why it felt so bad, it was really put in this order, I don't know why they did this, or left this out, or added this, or did XYZ, the anime is not doing so-and-so justice, whatever it might be. But it's good to kind of see that it seems like we're all kind of in agreement that, it was watchable, but wasn't like prime My Hero. So definitely the worst season for me. But we'll hold out hope for season 6, kind of see how it plays out, and we'll go from there. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode, what you thought of the entire season. Feel free to agree, disagree, just go back and forth in the comments, all those type of things. with this ending, we really plan to crank out that Parasite and get that done. Hopefully hopefully by the end of October, we'll have that done. It'll just be one piece, and there's a couple shows I want to add just because I'm interested in adding them. Then we'll take another vote adding one as well, but we'll talk about that and go back and forth, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,